wanna start this business, start an app or an application or whatever, without really understanding what you're trying to do or giving the solution. It actually touch a little bit what Chris said earlier, is to start with why, and why you're trying to grow this business, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of people that I met in various industries in position, and we're having a chat, I'm like, okay, you have this consulting business, it's working, but why did you start this in the first place? And most of the time is money. I want money, I want so much money. Even now, when Chris asked, what are you under for? I was telling our man how much money. And then he said this was the wrong answer. I was like, oh, maybe I need to dig deeper there, you know? And I think with introspection, I came to a realization now, so thanks to Chris, is that what I feel I'm looking for is not really money, because there's never enough of it. You know, you can be a billionaire, and this guy they want more, and whatever. What I feel like I'm looking for really in my life is financial freedom, you know, the ability to switch off and disappear, do whatever I like to do. It can be staying the whole day with Simon, my friend, or Mel, whatever, and be like, okay, no one will call me, and like, did you do this? Did you do that? Except if my wife decided to interrupt, it's still fine. But that's the idea, you know, like financial freedom. And everyone here has an answer to that question, you know. So that for me will be the starting point. And we get taught as well, because we've been taught in school, in different circles, that did you do a business plan? You have this idea, did you do a business plan? And I've met a lot of people who will tell you, well, it's such a tedious procedure in research and this and that. Unless you have a background in research, then you can do it easily. A lot of people get to do a business plan, and at the end, they discourage. They're like, oh, maybe I don't have the means, I don't have the money, or I don't have a market for it, or I need more money, and so on and so forth. So my case is that the business model is a very simplified way to get you to action. You know, to start it up. That's why I put there, start it up. You know, when you have an idea, how do you, that's my point, you know, my case. How do you get from, I have this idea that I identify, how do I get to action mode when I can actually try to be in the market, you know? And then my experience is that the minute you're in the market, for some reason, and of course we can talk about intent, focus, and intention, and all those kind of things, the market some way to direct you. And you fix your business plan or your business model, whatever you're gonna call it, as you go. You know, there are people who tell you he's doing IT now, but he's starting in a garage and he's selling beers. And then you meet another guy like, who can do this, and there it goes. You know, we have different stories like that. So I'll give a bit of a story about myself, and maybe you guys will let more how I came to that conclusion. So I'm one of the shareholders of Flashing Lights. We have offices in this place. My brother Gabriel there is one of our business partner. We work together. So how I ended up getting that position was that we were getting married, myself and Diana. And she met this guy for a passive, previous job. And we wanted the photographer and videographer for that wedding, of course. And then we meet this guy. I had a full-time job at the time. And then we exchange notes, what do you do, and so on and so forth. And then he tells me, you do sell, actually it sells to grow this business and make it a corporate. I'm like, oh, that's very cool. We can do it together. And then got married, went on holiday, and then we came back, and I had a terrible manager. So I was very happy at work. And one day I had a revelation in traffic. Really good driving traffic is horrible. So I was like, I need to do better with my life. So I think I collected that day to come to you. And I was like, what do I do? And then we had a terrible fight with my manager that day because he wanted to steal my commission. That's not important for this meeting. And I was like, I resigned. And I wrote that letter. We then go something there. I wrote that to me right in the letter. And I get home, she's like, you look upset, what happened? I'm like, I don't have a job anymore. And she was like, okay, we just got there with you resign, you have a job, what do you do next? I was like, okay, I did 3 months. And then I'll figure it out. I found a tennis coach, I was playing tennis the whole day for 3 months. And I was like, what do I do next? And this guy took our pictures, and like all photographers disappeared for 6 months. Then he came to give us the pictures. And I was like, what have you been? Like, we're waiting for these pictures. He's like, no, we're fixing them, we took 1,000 pictures, it was a huge wedding, we're to edit them. He's like, what do you do now? I'm like, I don't have a job. He's like, okay. yeah, but we can work together. Like, yeah, let's do this. So we found a place in Hamburg, 204, you remember? Until you remember. We started working together. So we're good run at the time. But what connected me to him is that he understood his why. Because I asked him, like, what's your story? And this guy, who actually we're meeting us now, the board meeting, the company is very fantastic. This guy is an engineer, then he quit his job, started this thing. Crazy story. I was like, okay, so I'm not crazy. There are people who actually quit their jobs and follow their passion. And my passion is sales. We have learned from today. Yes, my passion is sales. That's something that I can do every time in my sleep. In fact, I feel like I can sell an ice to an Eskimo if there's global warming. At some point, we got lost. We experienced what Bob was mentioning, the middle where you don't know where you're going anymore. It's a transition phase where you don't realize like, how can we calculate this business. Because we're in instance where we land a good deal, and money comes in the business, and it goes out of the business. You pay everyone, you invoice, you realize there's nothing left. And even the taxman that you're supposed to pay to sales, you're like, maybe we should pay this man first. And then figure out how we can do something later. And then we realize that we need to process. We need to put things in place, we need to understand our customers, we need to understand where we're going. And that's what we started to think to actually formalize this business, to not make it a startup anymore, but to make it actually a place where we can have employees and so on. And then at the time, we were lucky enough to bump into Armel, actually one of the true testimonials of Armel work. And he connected us to an ESG fund with Examine. And when they actually gave us quite a large amount of money for us to be part of the supplier list, part of the question was like, you guys need to formalize yourself, because Armel was following us every 3 months, or in the books, do you guys manage money properly? So we had to put that kind of structure in place. So it pushed us in a position to think like a proper business, Because the mistake to make is you can have any idea and I buy from you whatever you're studying. And then like Bob was saying, you go on your app, buy airtime, you go to your business, you take $5 grand, it's just $5 grand. But the mistake is that it becomes an habit and then your business goes down. And you don't understand why, you don't have customers anymore. There are things like prospects, to find clients, to have that relationship and so on and so forth. And my biggest realization is that we all have different talents. There's a myth that I think we need to debunk completely in the entrepreneurship world, is the myth of self-made. It's cool to say self-made, doing it from down up. But for me, it's completely impossible. You always need at some point someone who has a different skill set. So that means I was a customer at some point. I could get that need. So you saw a gap in the market, you identified that, and I was like, okay. The what, that's probably what you're trying to see. And the how and the when are very, very important, because how you get your product from whatever ideas, because I'm not just saying product in terms of tangible, it can be an idea or a service, to how you get it to the market, the different channels. It's extremely important to understand also how you get, because you can have a good product, but it sits in your mind and you don't know, or in stock you don't know how to put it out there. So we'll touch that in details, and the when, also timing, which is extremely key. Because I personally believe that good idea, bad timing, bad result. Bad idea, good timing, okay result. Great idea or good idea, good timing, great result. So you have to time also to understand that the market needs what I'm trying to sell. Because in my sales experience, I realized that sometimes you talk to a client today and they tell you no, but the answer actually is not now. Yeah. And you have to kind of learn how to get an objection and unearth and understand maybe it's a budget issue or our features are not good at the moment, our product and benefit are not good. And then you go back and do a better version of your product and you come back and pitch to them. They tell you, please give me a discount. Sometimes some people will tell you, I like it, but I don't have the money to buy it, if they're honest enough. If they're proud, they'll tell you, okay, I don't want it. But maybe the question is, you come back when they can afford it also. So that will actually be also. So we came back to the mind. So I was laughing when you were talking about the mind. I think it all starts there. As entrepreneurs, we're already very driven people. And I think when we have an idea, some are more on the left side, which is very logical, some are more emotional brain. I think it's important to do a self-assessment and find the balance between the two. If you naturally gifted on one side, work on the other side to actually equate the problem.